Hey friends, welcome back to Llama Mama Kayla's Yarn Tube. I'm Kayla. Thank you all so much for stopping by. I hope you're having a wonderful day. It is the end of March. Can y'all believe that? We made it all the way through March, and so now we're about to start April. And so I have a lot of things planned for April, a lot of projects that I want to get to and work on. So today I wanted to come on and give you a recap of my crochet market booth. And also I wanted to test out this white background for crocheting on. But I will say, it's almost too blinding for me. I'm having a lot of issues with my eyes, just seem to be getting worse and worse and worse. And my prescription glasses aren't working for me. Readers aren't working for me, and so I'm having to use my magnifying. I'm having to like crochet up in my magnifying a lot, and so I'm really concerned about my eyes, and so I need to get those checked, get my eyes checked. I'm waiting on my appointment, so hopefully I get in soon to see them and get that done. But, anyway, so I'm crocheting on that. But I wanted to give an update on my crochet booth. Okay, so I opened a booth at a local flea market on March the 1st. That was the first day I went up there. We put my stuff together and set it up. As you saw in the video, Jody and Dakota putting shelves together. And we got it set up that day. That was March the 1st. Okay, so now it is the last day of March, and they're closed today, yesterday, and today. They're closed on Sunday and Monday. So sales that I ended with on Saturday, that's my sales for the month. And then tomorrow will be April the 1st, and so it starts all over. So I can go ahead and give an update on my sales for the whole month of March. Okay, I'm going to tell you what sold and what I ended up with. Okay, so first off, I sold a gray cat. And then I sold a little koala bear. It was a little sleeping koala bear. And then I sold a small bee. Oh, I was going to tell prices. I'm sorry. Let me start over with that. I don't know what I was thinking. I sold a gray cat for $20. All right. I was quite pleasantly surprised. And then I sold a koala for $30. Okay. Then I sold a small blue bee for $5. And a small ladybug for $5. Okay, then I sold a birthday cat. It was a cat that had a birthday hat on it for $15. Next, I sold a big eagle for $20. Small Harry Potter for $25. And these next two things were special requests that I sold them for $20 each. But if I had made them and put them in my booth, I would have put a little bit bigger price on them. I sold a Lightning McQueen for $20 and a Pikachu for $20. And there are videos here on my channel of me creating those and working on them and getting them finished and all that. All right, and then I sold a purple fish for $10. I sold two small headbands for $6 each. So that was $12. A bunny cupcake for $10. And then I sold two cup cozies for $4 each. So it was $8. Oh, And then I sold one taco for $10. And that brought my total to $210 is what I made at the flea market for the month of March. Now, out of that $10, she does keep 10% commission, and I pay a booth rent of $60. But I am thrilled that my sales equaled $210. Like, I don't know, I wasn't expecting to do that well this month. I don't know, I was just caught by surprise that my things have really sold. And so I'm going to go up there, clean up my booth, add some new projects, and see what happens for the month of April. That's all I can do. But I'm really happy with that. You know, I rented this booth space for $60. It's a 2x8 space. So it's 8 feet long and 2 feet wide. And that 2 feet wide doesn't sound like much, but really I've got a lot of stuff in that booth and can get more. And so I've added in a few pictures or wall hangings that was in my bedroom at one time. And I'm going to be adding some other things into my booth as time goes on. I need to get in there and clean out my bedroom. And I have some things in there that are boxed up that I no longer am using or need or whatever. And so they definitely could go to the flea market. And so just to help my booth out some. But so far, everything I have sold has been crochet. There's nothing on there that I sold that was not crocheted. But anyway, I'm very, very happy with that. And like I said, she gets her 10% commission, and, you know, then I pay booth rent, and then I'll get a little check one day this next week, probably. You know, it takes her a few days, I imagine, to get everyone's, check wrote and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I expect that one day. And so I'm going to put some money back into the booth by buying yarn. And I know I just did a yarn haul, but I'm going to do some more plushy type yarn. And I'm probably end up picking up a few more skeins of I love this yarn because it is working out well for me. And I'm also going to order some Premier yarn. So that money is spent, but it's going back into my booth to help with items, to make items to go in the booth. But I've enjoyed having that. And I think, honestly, it's given me a purpose, because now my projects that I make have a purpose, where before they didn't really have a purpose, and I was just crocheting to be crocheting. But now I'm crocheting with a purpose, and my items are actually, you know, getting taken up to the booth, priced and taken up there and put into there, so it has a chance to sell. Anyway, I was going to test this little background out today, but I'll be honest with you, it is blinding me. So I don't know if I like the white or not, because I just cannot see these stitches. I'm at a point in this particular pattern where I need to count 8 single crochets and then increase. And just to tell you, I'm not even seeing where that first stitch is. It's just blinding me so much. So I am very concerned about my eyes. I'm having just a hard time reading anything. My crochet books, I'm having to hold them up under my light here to read them. And I I normally, I guess this is a habit, but I'll read that line a couple of times, I'll crochet on it, and then I'll go back and read it again to make sure I'm doing it. So having to pick the book up and put it up under here right in the middle of crocheting is annoying. Is annoying, but that's what I'm having to do. And so even on my computer screen, I have my print on there large. I mean, it's not tiny print, it's large print. And on my phone, I have super large print where sometimes when I'm reading stuff, it just puts a couple words on a line and you just have to go scroll to read a sentence. Dakota was making fun of me the other day. He was like, my gosh, how big do you need this print? Obviously really big. And so on my computer, like sitting in my chair and looking at my computer screen, I can't read it. I'm having to stand up and put my face right up to my computer screen to read it. And so, yeah, they should be able to get me into glasses that I can read, you know, and see better. So I can't wait to get my appointment and go get my eyes checked. And I know I'm going to need new glasses because these aren't doing anything for me at all. Matter of fact, at times, I think I see better without my glasses. But I just pull my glasses up on my head, but not with crocheting because that's all just a blur. I can't even see anything except for a blue blob. There's no way I could see those without my glasses. But let me try without my glasses no, I need my glasses and the magnifier. So, and also I feel like when I'm trying to read something, I just feel like it's so dark that I need a flashlight on it to read. And so, that's annoying. Now, I've done that for years at a restaurant. I would take my phone and turn the flashlight on my phone to help me read the menu. But it's getting to the point where it's like that, just reading crochet books or you know, something on my computer screen. I just have to stand up and get up there really close to see it and figure out what it's saying. And y'all already know that when I'm showing yarn, I just cannot read the print on here and the colors half the time. I do appreciate that they put that in a lighter square, and it does say Royal. I can read that. But when I'm, you know, doing a yarn haul, y'all know I'm pulling that yarn out, and I'm like, I can't read it. And so that's aggravating. It's embarrassing and aggravating. So, yeah. But I don't know about this white because it's blinding to me. And it's just like blowing everything out to the point where I can't see. And it's like too much light is coming in. I don't know. But anyway, I wanted to give you guys that recap of my crochet market booth. Like I said, it isn't a thrift store, so you never know how things are going to go with that, because people go to thrift stores to find bargains, to find something for $2 or $3, $4, you know. And so I was worried about my pricing of my projects, because I felt like my projects were priced at for a boozy event that I had done last year. And I just left those prices on them because I didn't feel like going back and repricing everything. But those prices that I had on there, they weren't like expensive prices. They were what they should have been, because the market I had done before that, I let things go way too cheap, and I wasn't like profiting myself. I was just getting rid of stuff. And so then the next booth market I did, craft market, I was like, okay, let me raise my prices so that I actually make something. And the clientele that was going to be at that event could pay a little more. The event I had done before that was a family type geared towards kids, and so that's why I had my prices down a little lower. But I won't lower my prices anymore just because I don't want to do that to myself. I work hard, as you know, if you crochet, that I work hard on these projects, and I put a lot into them. You know, I put my heart and soul into that, and counting my yarn, my eyes, my stuffing, and I stuff my things very well. They're not like halfway stuffed. I stuff them very well, and therefore I use a lot of stuffing. And so I need to make profit to buy more stuffing, more yarn, more eyes, and such. And, you know, that's just the way it is. So I won't be lowering my prices anymore, and I will be pricing my things according to what type of yarn I used. You know, how much is that yarn? Because if you use yarn like, you know, I love this yarn or some other value yarn, you might can make prices a little lower. But then if you use things like let's say the Sweet Snuggles Light, you know, this is $12.99 a skein, and if you use that on something, then your price needs to reflect that you used $12.99 yarn on it versus $5 yarn. That's a big difference there. And so I know some people who don't crochet don't understand that. They think yarn is cheap. One time I purposely asked some friends who did not craft in any kind of way how much they thought yarn was. And I was just kind of doing a little poll to see what people thought. And people who did not craft, didn't even walk through a craft section of a store or a craft store, they thought yarn was like $1 or $2 a skein. They had no idea how expensive yarn can be. And I'm not complaining about the price of yarn. I'm just saying people who don't craft, they think there's no money into it. They don't realize that that skein of yarn cost you $12.99 before tax. And so, therefore, when they look at your prices, they're like, oh my gosh, that's $30? Well, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. You better believe that's $30. Such as my big turtle, that humongous turtle that I made. I'm telling you, that thing has $80 of yarn in it. And so, no, I don't have it priced to really reimburse all that. I did get some of that yarn on clearance, and in the end, I had to buy some not on clearance, but that's just the way it goes. And if you buy something on clearance, like yarn, you can't really price your project according to the clearance price, because that same person might want you to make it again, but then you go to buy it and you can't get that yarn on clearance. You got to pay full price for that yarn. And so you can't say, well, this time I'm going to charge you $50 versus $30. And, you know, I'm just throwing out some numbers. They would be like, why? Why are you charging so much now? You can't do that to people. So you got to charge according to what that yarn cost. Even if you got it on clearance or a sale, you might not get it at that price again. But I'm always happy to find yarn at a cheaper price. Like, let's just look at this Bernat blanket yarn speckle. Now this is $12.99 at Michael's, Joann's, which is not there anymore, and Hobby Lobby. These types of yarns are going to be, you know, $12.99. Now I did get this for $4.99, and that is a steal to get this yarn here for $4.99. I don't think Big Daddy really realized what a bargain that $4.99 is when I was buying this, and he was like, well, get two, Go ahead and get another one. He wasn't saying that because it was on sale. He was just saying that because you're going to run out and want more, and they're not going to have it. That's why he was saying, you know, well, get two, get another one. But anyway, I wish that I could have got more at this price. And if I get paid from my market, I might can run by and get some more of this if they still have it. Obviously, we have a lot of crocheters in my town that I don't know. I wish I did, but I don't know because this yarn is selling fast. So somebody's buying it. I just don't know who. But obviously, we do have a lot of crocheters in my town, but I just don't know of them or know where they're, like, what they're doing with their stuff or anything like that. Oh, my goodness. I just dropped my project and a few stitches came out, so I'm going to have to figure that out. Ugh, I hate it when that happens. The stitch marker I had in it wasn't really to hold the stitch. It was just showing where I left off. And that's my fault. That's my fault. Definitely. Alright guys, I'm going to let you all get going this morning, and I'll probably be back with another video this evening. Because I am working on a project that I want to whip out and share with you guys. But I did want to give that overall recap, or whatever you want to call it, of how my market booth did for 1 month. So I will see you in the next video, friends. I love you all. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for hanging out with me and having interest in my crochet booth and how it did for the month of March. I appreciate you all so very much. And I hope you all have a great week to come. Remember, it's a beautiful day to crochet. And I will see you all in the next video, friends. Love you all.